These are jeans, but I've set out to turn them into even better jeans. So stick around and I'll show you how. My plan is simple. Cut out the existing knees and replace them with quilt blocks. I then want the pockets on the back of the jeans to match each of my fabrics, and lastly, I'll add a variety of patches to complete the look. First, let's work on the knees. I want to use part of the jean fabric in my block, so I will be removing them completely. To measure this out, I made a mark where my knees were when I had the jeans on. I then measured across to each seam. To get a square, I marked out that same measurement from the top and bottom of my knee mark. The best way to remove the knee and make it easy for you to replace later on is to seam rip or cut open one side of your jeans to your top mark, and then just cut between the lines on the other seam. Then you can cut across your lines and remove your knee square. I made my final quilt block 1 inch larger than the knee square that I removed, but if I did it again, I would make it a little bit bigger so I would have more room to play with the placement. To plan out your own, divide your final quilt block size by 4. This will be the size of your pieces. Add a 1/2 inch to each of your seam allowances. For the flying geese, take your original measurement, multiply by 2, and then add your seam allowance. To create the flying geese, cut out your rectangle and 2 squares. Draw a line down the center of your squares. Sew on that line, trim, and press. Once my quilt block was assembled, I cut out a piece of scrap fabric to cover my raw edges. Pin right sides together and sew around, leaving a small opening to flip your piece inside out. To add your quilt square to the jeans, I started by sewing the right sides together to the top of the knee hole, closest to the waistband. This helped keep it in place so I could sew the rest of the sides. Work your way around each edge, sewing right sides together, keeping that long opening as the last seam that you close up. When you get to that long last open seam, pin all the way down and stitch your jeans closed completely. To add fabric to the pockets, you could totally remove the pockets, wrap them in fabric, and sew them back on, but I don't think my sewing machine would make it through that much fabric, so I'm kind of improvising. I used wax paper to create a stencil of my pocket, and then cut it out on fabric with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I folded and pressed that seam allowance, and then stitched around that edge. Once my raw edges were closed, I pinned my pieces to my pockets and hand stitched them on. To finish my jeans, I'm going to sew on a few small square patches. I do the same method with these patches as I did with the pockets. Cut them out, fold and press the raw edges, and stitch them closed. I played around with the placement, and once I was happy with the look, I hand stitched them on. It only took a few hours and some scrap fabric to give these jeans a new life. I hope this inspires you to try it out yourself. Thanks for watching!